Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is My School. And before we get into any lessons, my dear friends, we know that we have to sanitize. So let's take our sanitizer and then we rub inside, around our hands, in between our fingers, on our wrists, and our fingertips too. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. For today's lesson, we're going to talk about good and bad behavior and classroom objects. Boys and girls, we are going to start our lesson today by going to page 12. On page 12, we are going to be doing some coloring, but not just any coloring. We are going to color two different types of behaviors. The first one that you can see is of two boys and the second one as well. Let's talk about the one that is at the bottom, where you can see two boys playing. Now this is a good behavior. You can tell it's good because both boys are smiling and they are playing safely. You are going to color this picture green. But we also want to talk about other behaviors that are good. One of them that you should start practicing is cleaning up after yourself. Let's say that you have just eaten your delicious meal and now it's time to clean up. Instead of leaving someone else to clean up your breadcrumbs or your spaghetti or anything that fell on the table, it's up to you to grab a cloth and to try and clean it. This way you are showing the person who you are helping that you care, and that is a good behavior. Another type of good behavior that we can do is to help our parents. If you help your parents, then you are showing that you are responsible and they will give you more duties and chores and trust you more with everything around the house. So make sure that when you do help your parents, they actually need it. But if they say it's okay, maybe it's because they would like to protect you. Sometimes the things we do at home can be dangerous, like cooking. So if you are helping your parents, make sure it's safe. And that is definitely a good behavior. So remember this one, we are coloring green. All of it must be green. Now let's take a look at the picture at the top. The top picture is showing two boys, but this is definitely far from good behavior. These two boys are fighting and it looks like they are very mad at each other. Now this is a bad behavior because they are hurting each other and it's clear that both of them are upset. So we are going to be coloring this one red. Now there are other actions that are also bad behavior. For example, when you do not clean up after yourself. This is when you throw papers everywhere, litter everywhere, and do not put it in the right place, which is the rubbish bin. That is a bad behavior, which, my dear boys and girls, if any of you were doing, you must stop. The same is said for lying. If you have started lying to your parents or adults, you must stop. A lie is very, very bad, and once you start lying, then your parents will not trust you, and that will make them very sad. Please, boys and girls, try and behave yourselves. When we say behave, we mean do good. So remember, for the picture we can see now, you're going to color red. And the one that we saw before with two boys playing, you're going to color green. I'd like you to continue practicing good behavior because I know all of you are good boys and girls. When you're done coloring your two pictures, you can now move on to the next page, page 13. On page 13, we are going to be naming the classroom objects and then mention how they are used. The first thing we can see is a book. Now, a book is used to write things in. We normally write very important school things in our books. We can draw pictures, we can write letters and add numbers or subtract them. So a book is very important for our school. Then the next thing we can see is a pencil. That's the one that has the pointy end. A pencil is what we use to write in the books. A pencil can be a pencil color or a normal pencil to use. Pencils are used to draw as well. So if you have a pencil, that means that you are able to use it in a book to write or draw. The next thing we have is an eraser. Now an eraser is the one that we can see that has a dark bottom. That is an eraser, which means that its job is to erase or rub out any mistakes that have been made in the book whilst you were writing with a pencil. An eraser is not a toy, so we don't always erase all the time, just when it's needed. Next to the eraser, we have a pencil case. Now, a pencil case is important because that's where all these things live. A pencil, your colors, a sharpener, anything that needs to be used at school can be put in a pencil case. Now, a pencil case is very different because one can be pink, one can be yellow, all different colors. One can be made out of plastic, one can be made out of material like the clothes, any sort of pencil case, so long it's there to keep our school things inside. The last thing that we can see there is a ruler. Now, a ruler is used for two main things. One, to draw straight lines. When you are drawing with your pencil, sometimes you need to make straight lines. You can make those straight lines using a ruler. The other job of a ruler is to measure how big or how small something is. And that's why the rulers have numbers on them. So, please continue to name the classroom objects mentioned and tell anyone at home how each one is used. Keep practicing, and when you're done, try again to say it, but this time not looking at any of the objects. I'll see you soon after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. we distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
My dear friends, we have now come to the end of our lesson. I hope you had fun. I know I did. But remember, if you're not sure what to do or you're still confused, that's okay. You can always ask an adult for help. But just make sure you finish your work by yourself. So now that we are done with our lesson, we know that we have to sanitize. Remember, if you don't have sanitizer, you can use soap and water. And when you rub the soap, you can rub inside, around your hands, in between your fingers, on your wrists, and on your fingertips too. Make sure you wash your hands and dry them before you touch anything else. I wonder, Zoshi was supposed to meet me later by the jungle gym, but I think he wants to come and pick me up. Zoshi, I'm done. Let's go and play. Zoshi, let's go and play by the swings, please. Oh, there he is. Hello, Zoshi. Are you ready for the swings? I am too, but first we have to say goodbye to our special friends. Let's sing our special goodbye song. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Bye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by the Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF, My Zone Online School, Amos Meerkat Syllabus, and Capricorn Foundation.